Victor, do you ever think how crazy and mad your life has become in a new city, new surroundings, and here you are doing an interview on a barge?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah, it's also great to try something new. So yeah, I'm enjoying the boat.
It's so far, we've barely started moving yet, haven't we? Yeah. But the guy from Stockholm, you sort of au fait with boats? You're a boat guy or not?
Yeah, my family had a boat when I was younger, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm quite used to boats, I would say.
Fine. So what would that be? Take the boat out on holidays and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, mostly, obviously, during the summer. So yeah. When I was off from school, we went with the boat. Yeah.
So where would you go?
No, just in the, what do you call it, the archipelago in Sweden.
Yeah. Wow, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
New club, new city, new surroundings. How do you reflect on the last few months? Because it's been a crazy time in your life, right?
Yeah, it's been obviously a great experience, but also quite hectic because it's been a lot in a short period of time. But yeah, it just feels like it's been easy also to settle in with the team and everything around, because the people in Arsenal are great, and yeah, it's been a good start.
What's it like while you're waiting for the move? Because it felt like one of those, at the start of the summer, it was almost done. And then, like, as the days went by, it hadn't quite been done. You could feel Arsenal fans almost getting a little bit anxious. I can imagine when you're the guy at the heart of the move, it's quite stressful.
Yeah, I think it's quite stressful when it's like that, when you don't know what's gonna happen, and you like live in that uncertainty where you just literally just hang around and waiting for something to happen. So yeah, obviously it was weird moment where you just waited and it felt like it took forever. But yeah, when it all finished, it was obviously a great feeling.
Does it feel like life's on hold for a little bit?
Yeah, I think so, because it's like your career, and yeah, it's such a big step in my career. So obviously it was it felt like that.
So how important was the move to you? Because it hasn't been a straight road for you. It's been like a long, winding path. It's been difficult. It's to show a lot of resilience, a lot of mental strength. To now get to a team, a massive club that can compete for the biggest prizes. What did that mean to you? How important was it?
Yeah, of course, since I started to play football, you always wanted to play in the biggest teams and the best leagues. So it was always the aim. And I think, sometimes when it doesn't go your way and it's very difficult, it's quite hard to keep going and think like that also. But I think, I tried to do that all the time, and I think that's why I'm here today.
Yeah. So do you think that's a massive part of what you've done, your mental strength?
Yeah, I think so, because I think when you haven't had a straight line or everything's been going well all the time, I think you have to just keep going and keep believing in yourself, because it's going to be difficult moments, and then you just have to think that you're going to make it anyway.
So just tell us about how it started, because I read things about gravel pitches and your dad, who was a player himself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You said almost that you didn't sound sure there.
No, he was, but he wasn't playing on a high level, so yeah.
Okay, so you started, and he would sometimes take sessions, and it was a gravel pitch. So just tell us about life starting out in Stockholm. Yeah,
I obviously played football in school, and then they took me, my parents took me to a football training, and first I didn't like it so much, but then they tried with another club, and I liked it there, and then from then on I've been playing football really. And then after a while my dad became a coach there, so obviously I was with him all the time with training sessions and everything around. So it was some great memories there.
And we've touched already on people doubting you at times. Do you remember the first person who told you, we're not sure, or who, I don't think you can, that kind of thing, who gave you that kind of negative message?
Yeah, I think it was quite early, when I was in Sweden, and we had some matches with like the district, and I didn't play so well, and then he didn't think I looked so bothered about that I didn't perform in that particular game. So yeah, he said that I didn't have the mental part to make it in football. So yeah, probably that one, that was the first one, and then obviously that one stuck with me, and I remember it today.
And why have you never accepted that in your life? You know, some other people might have a version of how they think things will go for you. What is it in you where you've never accepted people telling you no or you can't?
Yeah, but I think you just have to believe in yourself and keep going, no matter what happens during your career. Either if it's on the pitch or outside, I think you...
Duck. Yeah.
And then, I don't think you have to take in what everyone around you says also. I think that's important, that you don't listen to everything you hear, and just take in that you think is important to you, and just have a good energy around you.
What are your memories then of your first spell in England? Because it's your first time certainly playing in London, but you came in 2018, signed for Brighton, had a loan spell at Swansea, and then I guess life kind of changed with Coventry City, going on loan there.
Yeah, I think maybe it didn't change so much when I was on loan there, but when I signed there permanently in the summer, I think that's where it really changed, because I think when I came there, when I signed there, I think it felt just different from the start. I felt that I was gonna show what I can do on the pitch, because I really didn't do that when I was on loan, and then I think from that day really I think I showed that during the 2 seasons.
Maybe this is a daft question, but did the celebration change things? I mean, you'll know like the attention around that social media post you put, the line from Bane in Batman where no one cared until I wore the mask. Is there a grain of truth in that?
Yeah, it makes sense a little bit with how things turn out to be. So I think after I started doing it, I think I started to score more goals and to do the mask more often.
And do you know what else just occurred to me? I'm sure you'll remember this. There was a line from an interview as post-match. I think you were at Sporting by this point, and the reporter says to you, "Why does no one know you in Europe?" Words to that effect, and you're like, "They don't," as in, well, they should. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
They should. They will.
Yeah.
Do you remember that kind of what you were thinking at that time, and does it almost feel like that recognition and respect, you've been fighting for it all your career long?
Yeah, I mean, to that question, it was just a natural answer, because I just felt that it felt like nobody knew who I was when she was asking that question, you know. So it wasn't really any meaning to that, but of course, sometimes it's been feeling like that, but obviously you just have to perform when you play, and then everything else will come, and I think that's not what I chased really, that everyone should know who I am. I just want to be on the pitch, perform well, and most of all, I want to score goals. So
you've been used to moving around, lived in obviously Stockholm, Hamburg in Germany, right? Lived in Brighton, in Swansea, in Coventry, of course, Lisbon. What do you make of this place?
Yeah, when it's the weather is like this, it's not bad. So I think
could be a lot worse, Victor. Couldn't it?
It could be a lot worse.
How are you settling into the Premier League? How have you felt about your start?
It's been different games. I think some games have been tougher, where I think I haven't performed maybe how I wanted, and this might be depending on how the game looked. But then I had games where they felt very good. So it's been up and down, but overall I think, because I've managed to score a few goals and we won most of the games, I think it's been quite a good start, but it can always be better.
Biggest change, biggest difference, biggest challenge maybe?
No, you change a lot when you move to another country. Everything goes quick, and then all of a sudden the season starts after just a few weeks, and you have to sort out everything around as well. So I think that was maybe the biggest change, which is normal when you do a move like this. So yeah, it's nothing specific, just everything at once. So yeah, it's been, I think, a normal thing, but obviously you have to adapt.
So just tell us about that, because it's something we don't see. Obviously, we see the on-pitch stuff, maybe the odd interview on a barge like this.
Yeah.
But the challenges you face off-pitch, where you've got to find a home, move your whole life over here. Give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, if you if you live in a country and you have everything there and you're settled, and then one day to another you move to another country, everyone you see every day in your job, you change to a different place and different people around you, and obviously the place where you live and maybe a car you drive, so everything is totally different. So obviously you have to adapt to that and get that feeling that this is your new home. So obviously it takes a little bit of time to get that feeling again.
Is the scrutiny more? Is the scrutiny different in the Premier League, do you think? Everything being analysed, including how many times you touch your hair during a game?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think when I played in Portugal, it was also a lot of that, because they live for football there also. So in one sense it's a bit similar, but of course it's much bigger here, and you get analyzed for everything you do, and you do something, and I think it's just the way it is, and it's nothing wrong with that.
How do you find it? How do you deal with it? Shut it out, ignore it, use it as kind of fuel, as energy?
Yeah, maybe it isn't my number one priority to read everything that's been said or that people write. So yeah, maybe just think about the things you can control and do those things right.
Okay, what are those things? What are the things you focus on that you can control, that you want to do right?
When you step out and train every day, and when you play games, and of course things around to prepare you for the next game, in terms of everything around that you can take care of your body. So yeah, just those things, and of course try to switch off sometimes as well.
Of course, and the next game is a huge one. The sort of occasion you've come to the Premier League for, to try and win games like that for your team?
Yeah, I think when it's a lot of games during the season and a lot of big teams in the Premier League, you have to perform in these games, and you have to take points from the other top teams. So yeah, it's those games we look forward to, and we want to win.
What have you come here to achieve? What are your targets personally and for the team? What's in your mind?
Yeah, the same as I always had, that I want to perform when I go out on the pitch, show my strengths, and score as many goals as possible during the season. And then, of course, we as a team want to win games and to win trophies. And
of course, there's the small matter of a Ballon d'Or ceremony next week. Just to be among the nominees, we talked at the start of the interview, just as the boat was setting off, about how your career began, the kind of the barriers you've faced, the doubters you've faced, to be now among the elite group of players who people will now decide who the best of them all is. What does that mean? Yeah, I mean, it's a bit crazy to see that on a list like that. So yeah, it's obviously a thing that I can be really proud of, that I achieved that. But yeah, now it's a new season, and you have to do it all over again, which is great also to get new challenges. And I want to do even better and to keep going. Thank you very much, Viktor. Thank you.